What is going on, guys? Ollie here from All and Bash Money Online, a channel where we basically discuss all the various tips and tricks that we've learned for making money online in 2022 and onwards. Let's get into the video. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing a topic which is hitting hard to a lot of the people in the UK at the moment, and also overseas, as I've been talking to a few of my friends in the USA, and this issue is affecting them. And that issue is a sudden dip in sales and clicks on your Facebook marketplace. Now, if you think it's just you, it's not. This is happening to a lot of people around the UK. I've seen it loads in our group recently and in various other Facebook dropshipping communities. People are just seeing a sudden decline, a massive decline in their sales and clicks, and nobody really knows why. I don't know why, but what I do know is there is a way around it. There are different ways of, maintaining those sales, keeping those clicks high, and all it needs to be is a change in strategy. What happens when we encounter issues in e-commerce? We find ways around it. We don't give up, we find ways around it, and we have found a couple of ways around it. We have seen this issue ourselves personally on some profit share accounts, on our own accounts, and this is actually quite a productive time for us, because what we can do is we can really start digging into our testing, and we can find different solutions, and we can share those with you guys on this channel and on our group. So without further ado, let's get into some strategies that you can put into place, which is going to maintain those clicks and maintain those sales in a time when a lot of people are seeing a decline. So if you've taken my course or you've followed me at all, you'll know that one of my main strategies is finding categories that does well on your accounts, because basically each Facebook profile is different, and buyers like to buy certain things of different people. So for example, a 23-year-old guy might be trusted by buyers for things like tech products or anything like that, something that buyers think that they have a good experience in or a good knowledge in. However, on the flip side, a 65-year-old woman might be trusted more for things like plants or pottery or cups and saucers. And I'm not being ageist at all. I'm just trying to say that that is the way that buyers think. They try and think, well, this person's selling this product, how do I know that this person actually has experience in that? So basically what I'd said previously is you find these categories that sell well on your own account and you sort of focus on these. However, now we have to change that strategy, because this dip in sales and dip in clicks means that we have to revisit all the things that we've learned so far, and we have to try and find ways of changing things around in order to maintain that strong account. So the main thing that you need to be doing right now is you need to go back to testing. So basically testing is when you're getting out there and you're trying different categories, different product types, different pricing strategies and things like that, and trying to find that happy medium of products that people want to buy from you. And we basically need to relook at our whole account, and we need to look at what's working, what's not, and you do that through testing. So test very, very aggressively. So you need to be testing loads of different categories, loads of different product types that you might not have even listed before. You need to take it back to basics. You need to go back to square one and really try and reinvent your account. We are trying to reinvent the wheel here, because you're trying to find these categories, the new categories, the different ones to what you've listed before, and find things that are working for you. For example, yesterday I uploaded a listing. I'm not going to say what it is so that you guys don't snipe it, but it is in the plant seeds category. Okay, so it's seeds, and basically I uploaded it at about 12 o'clock and at, I think it was 3 p.m, I checked back in on that listing, which is something that I usually do, and that listing had actually received 780 clicks. It had 4 saves, and I knew that this listing was doing well. So then today what I did is I started listing loads more in that similar category, and lo and behold, this category was working really, really well. We've made some really good sales, we've made some, got some really good engagement from it. So basically we now know that this category works, and this category hadn't really worked that well for us in the past, but it does now. So then we homed in on that, we focused on that, and now we're getting loads of sales from it, loads of clicks and loads of engagement. And that is one of the main things I'm trying to say here, is you need to go back to square one. You need to start testing again and find out what your account is responding well to now, because it has changed. Okay, second thing is you need to start being less aggressive with your pricing strategy. So obviously now, if you're seeing a dip in sales and a dip in clicks, this could be due to the fact that we're in a recession now and people aren't wanting to spend products on things that they might usually spend money on. It doesn't make sense that people have seen such a rapid decline in clicks and sales in such a short amount of time. And I mean, this has sort of come around literally in the past week or two where people are saying, God, I've seen like such a dip in sales and such a dip in clicks and general engagement. And that doesn't really make sense, because usually what happens in a recession is things tend to fizzle out in, you know, it doesn't just happen straight away. People start to less and less and less over time until one point, you know, it just goes. But that's not what we've seen. We've seen a massive sudden decline straight away in sales and clicks. And this has come pretty much from nowhere. So basically, I think that the recession has something to do with this decline in sales, but I don't think it's solely to do with that. I do think that something's going on with Facebook systems, and we need to just basically focus on the things that are working. With regard to your pricing strategy, if you're working to sort of 40 to 50% margins, you might want to drop those down. So for example, I previously would sort of work on, I have a different pricing strategy for each different priced item. So like it's different between items priced from £5 to £10, 10 to £20, 20 to £30, 40 to 50, like it goes down in increments. What I've done is I've pretty much halved all my profit margins. So I don't think that people are going to be wanting to spend money, as much money on things now, and this is more trying to tackle the fact that we're in a recession. So I've adjusted my pricing strategies. I've actually started to include things in my listing template saying, you know, price knocked down. You know, I've started using little upsells like while stock levels are high, prices are low, and little things like that. And you basically want to be trying to appeal to people who know that they're short of money, but they still want these items, and you want to try and appease them. So you want to try and lower those prices down as much as you physically can so that you're still making a margin, and that's going to help you with the volume. Okay, so if you keep your prices high, you're going to be making less sales, but then if you drop your prices, you're going to be, you know, making volume nice and high whilst making a slightly lower margin, but it is going to even out, you know what I mean? Okay, point 3, and this is a really good method, and it's something that I was going to make a video on previously anyway, but let's go into it now, given that it's such a good time to do this because people are seeing a decline in sales. I have personally noticed that when I manually input the product information into a listing instead of copy and pasting it, it really helps. Now, I think that that's got something to do with the fact that Facebook may be picking up on the fact that you copy and paste all of your item description and title into your listing, and I don't think they like that. So when I've actually physically input the title and physically input the description, I know this takes a little bit longer, but I've seen such a massive increase in engagement on those specific listings, and I actually tested this out. Okay, so I did a cross-reference. What I did is I got 3 of my profit share accounts. On 2 of the profit share accounts, I listed the exact same item, but I manually input the information. And then on the 3rd account, I copy and paste all the information in. Now, these profit share accounts, they're a similar sort of person, i.e. they're the accounts that they're on, the person is a similar age, they're the same gender. And so that means that these buyers are going to look at this seller in the same sort of way. So it's not like I'm listing one item on a 65-year-old woman's account and one item on a 23-year-old guy's account. I'm listing it on a similar person's account over these 3. And I noticed a massive difference in the ones that I manually input compared to the ones that I copy and pasted. Now, I think that this genuinely does work. So I genuinely recommend that you use this strategy. You manually input them. I know it takes a little bit longer, but honestly, it does help. Okay, so they're my 3 main bits of advice that I can give to you when you're seeing a massive decrease in sales and clicks. So let's go through them again. So number 1 is you need to be testing very aggressively. Okay, test different categories, test different product types, test anything you can, and try and analyze all that data and focus on the things that are working, and basically go back to basics, roll it right the way back and start again. Okay, maybe even do what I recommend and purge your account. So delete anything that's not working and start afresh and start to work out different things that your account likes and do that. Second one is your pricing strategy. Be less aggressive with your pricing strategy, okay? Knock those margins down. Honestly, you are going to see a difference. It's going to increase your volume, or at least it's going to maintain some sort of volume. You're going to be making less per sale, but you're going to be making more sales than you would if you kept those prices high. So that's going to really help. Then thirdly and lastly, use the strategy of manually inputting information. It is going to take a little bit longer, but honestly, I have seen such a dramatic change in these listings that I manually input the information into compared to ones that I copy and paste. So definitely do that. So guys, I hope this video has helped. I wanted to make it quickly because I've seen so many people struggling at the moment and they don't know what to do. And thankfully, I've got a big team behind me. My whole work is dedicated to testing out different strategies, finding out solutions to problems that you guys have got, and putting these forward to you so that it can help you with your Facebook Marketplace dropshipping. So definitely try these. It's really helped us and I hope it can help you. And if you have found any value in this video, make sure to like and subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so that you can be notified every time we drop a new video, and I'll see you on the flip side.